fracturing, horizontal hydraulic fracturing, the kind of technology that is being used today to go after this oil and natural gas resource that we have here in eastern and southeastern Ohio is very new technology. We don't have a workforce that is trained and skilled in the actual drilling process. Now, I'm told by numerous companies that about 95% of the labor that's required to prepare a drill pad for drilling is being done with local labor. That's from driving trucks to construction work to heavy equipment movers and those kinds of things. Now, the actual drilling process itself, I actually had this validated by a drill operator here in eastern and southeastern Ohio who told me, he said, Bill, we don't have the technology on our own here in Ohio. We've never done it this way before. It's going to take us some time to catch up. These drill rigs that are going after these hydraulic fracturing of these shale plays, it costs anywhere between $8 to $12 million to set up a rig and drill a hole. I mean, they're not just going to turn that over to untrained people. We're going to get there. And I'm telling you that the industry is working very, very hard with the governor, with local labor groups, with community colleges and technical schools, and even Marietta College, to make sure that our people here in eastern and southeastern Ohio understand the types of skill sets that are required. Here's an example for you. Marietta College has developed what is now being touted as one of the most premier petroleum engineering programs in America. They don't have enough classroom space to house all the students that want to come to school there. And they've got students that are graduating from school, and they've had a job since between their junior and senior year. Last fall, ABC did a report and said that anybody in Steubenville that wanted a job would be able to have a job by the following April. That would have been now, this past April. And they anticipate 10,000 high-paying jobs coming to the area of Steubenville over the next 3 years. So it is going to take some time. We've got to get over the technology crunch. This is new technology and a new way of drilling for gas and oil that we've never done here in eastern and southeastern Ohio before, and it's just going to take some time. But there are lots of local people that are being put to work, and the testimony to that is that in certain parts of eastern and southeastern Ohio, we are seeing an uptick in employment. Take Washington County, for example. At the beginning of 2011, the unemployment rate was at 10.4. Today, in June, it's down to 6.6. It's been a significant drop in unemployment, and that is largely due to the oil and gas industry. So, my friend, I would tell you, keep your eyes open. Don't give up. The opportunities are coming. I appreciate your question. Hey, let me ask you a question one more time. Businesses all up and down the Ohio River tell me that excessive government regulations are keeping them from hiring and expanding. Do you support cutting federal government red tape so that businesses can more easily start up and can hire and expand and grow? Press 1 on your keypad for yes, press 2 for no. That gives me an idea of how you feel about job creation, and I appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to ask a question, folks, press 0 on your keypad, and we'll get you right back into the call. Thanks a lot. This is Congressman Bill Johnson, and we're going to go to David down in Mingo Junction. Hi, David.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thanks.
My question is this. On Social Security, on SSI, I can name you about 100 people just in the Jefferson County area, okay? I can name a girl 19 years old, never finished school, dropped out of school. Says she can't get a job, so they give her SSI, they give her food stamps, they give her medical card, they give her housing and free phone. The girl is 19, never worked a day in her life. She's getting all this. I can name you several different people that a gentleman that is getting Social Security SSI, he's getting food stamps, he's getting housing, he's getting phone, he's getting a medical card. They're giving it to him because he's an habitual liar and he smokes a lot. And that causes him not to be able to obtain a job because he's an habitual liar. There are other people that's never worked a day in their life, and they're getting all these. And all you got to do is go into the guy that takes care of this and tell him that you feel like committing suicide because you can't do none of these things and you can't get a job, blah, blah, blah. So then they give you the SSI and all the medical. I work hard. I worked hard all my life. I'm 58 years old. My wife's 55. She works hard. She makes minimum wage. I make a little better than minimum wage, but I can't afford it. Health insurance. I can't afford that. And I can't get no medical card through the state because they say between us we make too much money. So how, I got to pay for my own medical care. I got to pay for my own prescriptions. I got to pay for everything I do, my dog, everything I have to do. Now, how is this fair to me, a man that's worked hard all his life, getting ready to retire in a few more years, and we can't afford no medical, but these young kids or these people in their 30s and 40s are getting all this, and we can't get nothing. Now, how is that fair, and what can be done about that?
David, you sort of said a mouthful there, and you said like a lot of Americans are feeling. A lot of Americans are very confused and very frustrated with the fraud and the waste and the abuse that they see in both the Social Security, the food stamp program, the Medicare program, and part of the legislation that I have supported will root out that fraud, waste, and abuse, and make sure that those kind of programs, that the money that is being allocated and given out is being spent for the right kinds of things. Now, I'm also going to tell you that it's going to take us some time to get there. You heard what I said a little earlier about the fact that Medicare is going bankrupt by 2024. Social Security has a similar problem. There's not enough money to meet the needs in the Social Security program. I think 2012 here is the first time that we're actually operating at a deficit. There's not enough money to make the payments on all the commitments that have been made. I passed, or I co-sponsored a piece of legislation called the Social Security Preservation Act that would keep the federal government from dipping in to Social Security Trust Fund to pay for pet projects. But I realize that doesn't address all of your concerns. We've created a mindset in America, David, that some people think that you don't have to work to get ahead. America was built on the hard work and sweat of people like you and hardworking Americans. And it's not right that others, number one, don't want to work, don't pay into the system, and therefore they become a liability to the rest of us that do. We're going to work hard, and I continue to work hard to weed out the fraud, waste, and abuse in these safety net programs. But in your particular case, David, if you've got a question about your benefits and whether or not you're being treated fairly, please come into my office and let us take a look at that. We have got a good track record of working those problems with federal agencies, and we'll be glad to get engaged in that problem for you. But we'll need you to come into our office and fill out some paperwork because we're not allowed to do that without your permission.